How about now? Hello? Is it working now? Hello?
Yeah.
Is everything working? Yeah. Is my sound working? Oh no. Ah. All right, cool. Got it working. There we go. So now I am still confused because I have so many fucking tabs. Hello, Carson. I was saying hello to you, and my mic, my sound was not working, and you illegally didn't tell me that my mic wasn't working. So how's your things and stuff? Your wow. What's up? There you go. Now I get a response from this doofus. This doofus poofus. Now we got this game captured working. It's not working for some reason. Oh, because it's windowed. Let's go to window capture then. We need window capture this then. Yeah, there we go. Now we got it working. That is what we want. Okay, self-checkout. Bam. Okay, can you work? Is it working? Now it's black. Why is it doing this to me? I mean, that's display capture. I don't want display capture. I want... Why are you being a piece of shit? Oh my god, the internet does not like me today. Multi-capture, let's do that. Maybe that'll work. Alright, we'll have to do the old-fashioned display capture where everyone is happy. Look at that. Welcome, brothers and sisters. Welcome, brothers and sisters. It's been a long time. Every time I tab out though, I can't. There we go. We're gonna have to. I'm at the. They've been doing pretty good off most online track and stuff. Got Linux phone, got rid of Windows 100% Linux phone. Bro, what's up, dude? OBS be like, yeah, OBS been pissed me off. So we're here, guys. We're finally here. We're finally queer. You better finally get used to it. So let's go start our game called Self-Checkout. Your attention, please. All mall areas are now closed.
Your attention, please. All mall areas are now closed.
Dude. So here we
If
are.
you've mistakenly left a personal item inside the mall, please contact the security team at the number listed by the entrance.
I assume the game sound's working, right?
Thank you for choosing Wilson Center Mall. We hope to see you again soon.
Oh boy, so we at the Wilson's Mall. We're going. Yeah, it's bro. Thanks, bro. Okay, so we gotta go.
Fine.
Yeah, thanks. So we gotta go this way. So we're just trying to figure out, like the normal thing. Us millennials. Oh wait, 1 second. Okay, it is. Okay, I was just making sure something's going on. Like all us millennial Zoomer boomers and doomers, we're just here in the mall. We're looking for mouse speed to be picked up. Is there any No, I can't. There's no mouse speed thing, which is kind of lame. Ooh, let's see what we got here. Oh, of course, a phone call. Of course. Hello.
Hello, I just got a call from Dr. Lynn
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So she said he has an impacted intestines and colon from his poop. I said, well, I think we're clearing that out now.
So no, but what's she gonna do?
Huh?
What is she gonna do?
Well, what is she gonna do? Well, we're gonna continue with more doctors.
Are we not gonna get him like? Like sucked out? Like don't.
No.
A colon cleanse? Come on, bro. Let's get this thing settled.
All right. Well, I'll call her back and ask.
I don't know why you're doing this jerking off thing. Oh, we have it fixed. No, we don't, Mom. We've been working on it for a year, and it's still been the same thing.
Okay. All right.
Come on, let's be realistic. Bye.
Wait.
What else? What else?
All right. His bladder. He has.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Some sort of an infection. They saw that this infection going on.
Well, yeah, we know.
She's going to send the results of the scan to Dr. Bauer and to Dr. Salou, the infectious disease doctor. You're taking him to on Tuesday. So.
All right, cool. Is that it?
Okay. That's it.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh my God, what a horror! What a horror! Now let's get back to the horror game. Oh, the atmosphere. It's foreboding. I'll just go through the. We have the ease interact key, by the way. The the brightness level. Okay, so this is a thing. You have a feeling it's watching you. Well, I actually don't have a feeling it's watching me. But you're telling me it is, so I'll believe you. I'll believe you. All right. I'll just believe you. What's this? Ooh. Ooh. Mobus. Yes. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, this is a code or something? Okay, we have to find codes. Oh, it's really dark over here. Oh, here it goes. The lighting's really dark. Is there like a brightness contrast we can do or something? I need like a contrast, brow. All right, here we go. Here's some. Oh my God, are those melons? No, those are turtles. Okay, no, nothing here. There's a gun. Need that gun so we can do some school shootings. Oh, so you know we're a child because we can barely reach the top of this counter. Yeah, we need to turn lights on in this room. Where's the light switch here? Right, let's see what we got here. Nope, nothing here. Look at these bears. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I know I'm supposed to get. Oh, did it move, or am I hallucinating, bro? Yeah, I really don't feel it is watching me. But where's the code? Oh, here it is. Rewire. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be the code. That looks like it would fit. R. E. Yeah, it fits. E. I. E. Rewire. Oh my God! You found a phone cord. Boom. Got it. All right, let's call my mom. I want her to pick me up from the mall. Mom, pick me up from the phone. I mean, pick me up from the mall, Mom. Mom, can you please pick me up from the phone? I keep saying it. Mom, can you please pick me up from the mall? Uh-oh. What's going on? The poster wasn't here before. Actually, I don't really remember. I wasn't paying attention. But thank you, game, for telling me this, because I was not paying attention at all, whether it was here or not. Oh, are we now inside the poster? Advance, defend. What? What the fuck? What do you guys want? Good question. Let's do a little
Advance. Do advance.
Be quiet. You're not here. Shh. You're not here. You gotta go in the chat. All right, let's get our votes in, guys. Do we have any votes? Oh my God, can we get freaking game show music? There we go. What we doing? What we doing, guys? Advance or defend? Huh? Advance or defend? Advance, 1 for advance, 2 for advance. All right. Perfect. We're gonna do advance then. We're all advancing. We're going. Onwards, forwards. This is taking a long time. Can we walk a little faster? Oh, if we go this way, we can leave the mall. You can hear people. Awesome. Oh, wow. What? I don't know what this is. Nourish yourself or threaten yourself. Oh, God. Okay. Nourish or threaten. Which one is it? Woo! Yeah, threaten. Whoa, 2 threatens. Wow, crazy. Oh, that's not threaten. We're going threaten then. We got the majority. All right, we're going threaten. Wait. Wow, we're just all threatening. It's great. We're going for it. Oh, we got more. Protected or wilderness? This bit will never get old. Which one is it? Protected or wilderness? Woo! Wilderness. Yeah, 1 for wilderness. Wilderness, wilderness. Let's go. We're going wilderness. We're going wild. You know what? Screw. Let's get the music going because I don't think there's gonna be there's gonna be another one after this. I predict. Oh, unknown or known? Let's go. Let's go. Which one is it? Is it known or is it unknown? Oh my God. Woo! Unknown? Sad dead music sucks, but I make the me app this time to store it. Whatever that means. Unknown! We're going unknown, boys! Woo! What's in here, though? This looks all glossy. Hey, okay. Shh. Quiet. Are you ready? It's almost time. Oh, God, it's almost time, guys. What we doing? Is there more? Oh, no. I can't even read this. Wait. That's the emission fucking things up. Listen, dude. Listen. I'm okay. Oh, my God. I'm okay, too. Oh, my God. I'm okay, too, guys. Are you guys okay? I'm okay. I'm okay too. Let's be. Whoa. Wait, what happened here? That was a wall. Oh, let's plug it in. It's time to. Let's call our mom. Hey, Mom, pick up, Mom. You left me at the mall. Oh, why would you not? Are you dumb or something? What? You just. Is he? Has this ever been used? Uh-oh. 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 Hello? One second. Let us answer the phone. Hello? Oh, uh-oh. Hey! We paid the electric bill. Let's go, boys.
Thank you for choosing Wilson Center Mall.
Yes.
We're always delighted to have you with us.
Who are you? Oh, who are
Did you know our first holiday sale is happening this weekend?
Yeah, the lighting's a little
Don't forget to
iffy
stop
here.
by the
Oh,
wide
not gonna
selection
lie.
of stores and attractions.
Hey,
we have
LeBron,
for
what's
you.
up? We're at the shopping mall. We're
For
getting some
our
shopping
shoppers
done.
With a bold, fearless sense of style, we invite you to visit our newest apparel store, Conquer, located on the ground floor. And remember, if you're ever experiencing difficulties inside the mall, please contact our management office. They will always be happy to assist you. We hope you have a wonderful shopping experience. Thank you.
Wow. Can we just call 911? And the problem is I'm too short for this phone. Oh wait, I know a song. Do do do. Do 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 do. Dude, I kind of like this music. It's kind of my jam. Oh my goodness, look at that. What is going on here? Crazy. Oh my God. Wait, what? Wait, is this a...
Thank you for visiting Wilson Center Mall. We'd like to welcome all our new shoppers
What?
today. Here at Wilson, we work hard to fulfill all your needs in one place.
What's up?
If you should ever get lost inside
Don't get lost at the
mall,
Wilson Center
please
Mall, dude.
locate one of our convenient maps, which will always point you where you need to go. We know shopping can be stressful at many stores, but we promise to make your time here an amazing experience. Thank you for visiting Wilson Center Mall. Your choices mean everything to us.
Exit 1 off Highway 8. Dude, that's great. Oh wait, was that the entire... Was that literally the entire freaking demo? I swear to fucking God. Wait, what happened? Oh, you motherfuckers. Seriously? That was the... And they fucking... No! You motherfuckers! That was the old demo! I thought the demo was going to be at least 20 minutes. Are you joking? Are you freaking joking? Are you literally joking? I thought the demo would be like 20 minutes. Are you freaking kidding me? Let's read up on this demo. This demo is creepy. It takes around 15 minutes to play. How long have we been streaming for? Like 5 minutes? 20 minutes actually. This is like overrated as shit. This is overrated demo. I'm sorry. What gameplay? What gameplay? We just opened a case and we just opened something and put a cable into a phone. What gameplay? This is the gameplay is walking towards things. What was the gameplay? Where's the gameplay? This is all we did! This is all we fucking did! Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Oh my fucking God. Yeah, well, you haven't watched a YouTube live stream in a while because this is the first one we've done in a long time. So what's next? Have you guys got any other suggestions? Because I thought this was going to be a half hour. Is this game scary? It's supposed to be scary fucking annoying. Scary bad. Like, what the fuck was this about? It's supposed to be a nightmarish adventure. Yeah, eat my asshole. It's a nightmarish adventure. Yeah, the password's rewire. It literally it's just the puzzle's one. There's like 2 things. Like this was such a waste of time. Oh my God. Oh my freaking God. Are you serious? What else you guys got for me? Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Adventures on Game Jolt. Let's go. Adventures on what? What? I don't know what that is. Oh, you know what that is. Best Adventure. GameJolt.com. Bendy? Oh, you want to like do one of these games? Very Organized Thief. Eternal Hope. Boris. That's the That's the Inky guy. Is that like pre-Inky? Pitch Black. Damn, son. I'm really annoyed. Actually, really annoyed. Bunker 16. Which Tangle Tower is a neat $20 game on Steam. Yeah, one second. Let me go buy a game just for a 20-minute stream. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, that ain't fucking happen. Do you copy? It's a site. Do you copy? That's a good game. Do you copy? Do I copy? What is that? Do you cop? Where do you copy? Do you copy? Oh, that one. Oh, what's it about? It's a horror game. I can't do horror. I already got scared by the mall. I was already scared by the mall, dude. What we got here? Let's see what we got. I got 2 new comments. Oh. Who actually comments on a fucking 1 million-year-old video? You're dumb. Okay, what do we have on the thing? Oh, that was weird. I don't know, man. I don't have anything planned. I thought this was gonna be like a half hour. I didn't realize it was like demos like 5 minutes. Oh, it's so annoying. Oh, I was like, oh, this is good. This looks cool. Let's play this. I don't know what to say. I don't know what they're gonna do because I was literally betting on this like to be good. Let's look at there's I use a couple sites to go find games. Like free games. I like getting wait, is this on? Is this on first? Oh, it's $4. I got this game for free. I use like itch.io or something. That's a good game. That's a good website. There you go. That's what I was looking for. This is the one I was looking for. Related games. I always go to related games. This is where we go. Okay, there. That's what I was looking for. I use my big brain. Let me just grab this thing over here. Boom. Okay. So we have some games here on the internet. Let's look some browse games. I don't want to feel like horror right now because I'm so spooked out. I'm just so spooked out from that one game we just played. Oh boy, and was I spooked out. So you know what we should look for? We should look for a fun game. How do you find fun? That sounds funny. How do you find fun? Is there like a fun filter? Can we have a fun game, please? We'll have to look for tags. I can read. All right. 2D horror, single player, pixel art, short. Yes. Let's play us a. Want to play a romance game? Like those are. Oh, we have a romance and erotic. Oh, I didn't even know there's erotic games on this site. Actually, no, I did. I definitely knew. I don't know. Oh, comedy. There we go. That's what we'll do. We'll play a comedy game. All right. Which game would you want to play? Pick a number 1 through 10. Somebody say stop in chat, and I'll stop. Want to play dating sim? Okay. Romance games. Let's play Tennis Ace. Oh my god. Dude, romance games are fucking weird. Like 10 out of 10 weird.com. Although we really can't. We're on the we're kind of on Mixer as well. And other stuff. Those have actual rules. YouTube is a Wild West. Let me just look up some games that are actually like. Is there like high rated games? Like that's my thing. Is there like a rating system? Because if there's a rating system, that would help me out a lot. But gay. You guys want to play a gay game? Yes. There are so many games here with gay people in them. How did my boyfriend the necromancer? Okay. This might be the game we're playing. This might be it. This might be the game we're playing. We're gonna play this game. All right. How does one download my gay boyfriend necromancer? There we go. Boom. All right. Let's play a dating sim game. Maybe like as a joke. No homo. Oh my god. 300 megs. My internet's terrible. It's gonna take forever. Let's see. What else is? Oh my god. Why don't we just play this game? Dude, why don't we just play this game? Like, what is this game all about? Let's go look it up. This looks a good game. Do you guys think this is a good game? Apparently it's bundled with another game. What game is this? Oh, let's see what this game is. Oh, man. Stick shift let me jerk off a car. I don't know what I'm finding, but I found these things, and I don't know why we let it go so far. I'm a sorry guy. Well, let's look up. Is there like a top games thing? Let's look. Oh yeah, top. Let's just give me the most popular. Give me the most popular. I don't know. Ugh. I don't know. I hate this stuff. This is so stupid. Give me the most popular casual game, dude. Just give me the most popular casual game. Yeah, give me the most popular casual game. Let's go. Hi, no homo. Oh, perfect. This is what we're gonna play. Wait. Oh my god, we're here. We're good. We're good. We found it, guys. All right. How does this game commence? Q and W. Okay, let's go. Okay, we have Q and we have W, and the player 2 has P and O. Okay, we're good. So let's greet each other. What's up, fam? We got a consensual hug. Good. Okay, we did it. Okay. All right. All right, we're good. All right. Let's greet each other. Okay. What the fuck is this game? Oh, we have guys now. Great. Okay. Guy was crotch. Oh yeah, we did it. We did it. Oh, it's so easy. Okay, we did it. We did it. We got our kissies. Okay. Actually, we gotta go backwards because that was we actually were on a thread here. I'm not a thread. We're on a backwards catalog here. Let's play Hot Date now. Hot Date. Name your own price. Yeah, those all down $0, please. No thanks. Take me to download. Give me that download. Oh, 44 megabytes. Ah, we got the 44 megabytes, guys. We got it. This is awesome. All right. We got this. We got the game. Let's start. Let's unload the Hot Date. All right. Let's extract the file to the Hot Date simulator. Desktop, please. All right. Perfect. Look at that. Hot Date is open. Let's put the Hot Date in here. Hot Date's now been open. Let us play the Hot Date. You guys ready for Hot Date? Are you guys ready for Hot Date? Oh, we can play this and no, we can play the. Oh, no graphics card. Graphics romance, please. Let's play some Hot Date. Hot Date, guys. You sound like that creepy gym teacher from Big Now. I don't know who that is, but let's play some Hot Date. Hot Date. Hot Date. Hot Date. Burger. Is this? Oh, here we go. Oh, here. All right. My name's Ethan. Can we just get this over with? Oh my God, he's so cute. What's my name? Okay, guys, what's our name be? Boner. My cat's name is Little Boner. That's weird. That's my name, Little Boner. Nice to meet you. Uh-oh. Tell me about yourself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You got some nerve. If it wasn't a passage, you'd be entering a world of pain, Boner. What do you do for fun? What do you do for work? I'm doing this right now. Are you not getting paid? Oh, wow. Ardu would have what? Do? What? Wait, what? Ardu? Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, I see. Do you like me? Honestly, I'm bored to answer. Oh my God. Do you have a bucket list? I have each of those things separately. I'm not, oh my God. I'm not very adventurous. You're a little puggy. Not the same. Want to start one? Why the heck not? Got any destination suggestions? Oh my god, I so do. My butt. Exciting, your butt it is. Yes! We did it! Will you come with me? Yes. Okay, cool, bro. Nice one. Yeah. Nice one, mate. No, yes. Nice, yeah. Nice one. Yeah. Nice one. What are you afraid of? Death, emptiness, milkmen, the usual, really? Oh my god. What are you afraid of? Oh my god. Well, my name is Boner. He calls his cat's name is Little Boner. I'm gonna say cats. Aren't we all a little afraid of cats? No, but you have a cat. You said you have a cat. How are you? Oh my god. I guess he would be a little afraid, but you always been that height? Yeah, let's do that one. Why do you think I'm why? Do you think I'm too short? Give it to me straight, Boner. I can take it. You look like a squished little mogwai. Wait, what? You're a big one. You're just right. You look a little squished. Good. Oh, that's actually look I was going for. Time's up. No. Let's meet up again. Yeah. Farewell, Boner. I hardly knew thee. Let's meet up again. No. Hi, my name is It's Lemons. What's your name? Oh, we get to date him again. Okay. Okay. Dog catcher. Oh, good gravy. Dog catcher is a special name. Very special indeed. Oh, yes. Yeah, let's do this one. You look lovely. I do, really? Fancy that. Do you live around here? Why are you planning on following me? How about crab that be home beef? Yeah. Yes. Whatever, it was rhetorical. This one was you like to see my collection of do you like to see my collection of denim jackets? Listen. I will show you the denim jacket. You know, didn't you want to come? Wait, come on, there'll be a barrel list. Didn't want you to come anyway, so that's good. Yeah, there you go. Good, that's settled now. Perfect. We can all sleep a little easier, content in the continuance of disassociative lies. Do you believe in a thing called love? Minotaurs, obviously. Well, yeah. Why wouldn't I? It's a good question. Is there a reason I shouldn't? Good question. Shameful stare. Let's see. There's a lot of. I like this things. This is a fun little 40 megabyte game. Dog catcher. You'll never know the real Scowl Falcon. I like it. That was a test. You have passed the test. Yes, we passed the test. What are you thinking about? Nothing. My head is a wasteland. Oh, come on, pupper. A thoughtless void. A vacuum. Echoing chasm of Kupulian. Alright, what else we got here? What is your ideal starting Pokemon? Perfect. I've always gone for Pikachu. Oh yeah, everybody does like Pikachu. Wait, can you pick that one at the start? Kinda? It's the only one to go. Screw you and screw Professor Oak. Yeah, you're just as bad as Gary. You won't be saying that when I'm standing atop the fallen corpse of the Elite Four. Shut the fuck up, nerd. Do you live in Portland, Oregon? Definitely not. I actually came this close to doing it once, but I realized I don't hate myself. Oh, time's up! No! I had a great time. Oh, sweet, thank care, dog catcher. Alright. This is cool. I like this game, but that was fun. That's like the whole thing. Isn't there? It got me thinking. Isn't there like a game that you talk to fighting couple? I can't spell. Like, it's a game where you're talking to a couple fighting. Do you know what I'm talking about? If I could talk. Game where you communicate. Game where you are involved. Game where a couple fights. There, that's. I guess that's cool. Game. Video game. Video game. The search is getting worse and worse. What's it called? This is what. Okay, so let me just. Okay, so there's one game where like they're like these adults or the couple. We're like their friend, and we just go over there starting shit between them, essentially. And it's like a text to speech game. Oh, here it is. This might be it. This is a game where a couple argue, you have to try to keep them from breaking up. Is it called interactivestory.net? This might be it. Is this it? Did we find it? It is this! Oh my god! I found it. We found it, brothers and sisters. Hi, what's up, Beast Mode? Yay, how you doing, man? We're gonna download this thing manually. Give me that manual download. Don't worry, I believe in it. Facade. Oh my god. Oh, wait, I got a message from somebody. One second, let me read it. Hey, bitch. Oh, one second. Let me just send a picture of my butt. All right, we're back. He. I've actually played that like 2 years ago. Really? Crazy. It's funny because I am actually 2 years old. Oh my god. I look like Shakira. That song? I don't know that song. That song. There you go. This I wanted.
Oh my god, you look just like Shakira.
Dream.
Yeah.
So
No, you're Catherine Zeta. Ew, no.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's all I want in my life. So this is going to take a long time to download, even though it's 100 megabytes-ish. Which is kind of funny. Let's see what we got here for alerts. Oh, clear that shit out. All right, what we got here? We're going to watch some anime for a minute, for like a good 5 seconds here while we do something. Guess what? What, dude? We're gonna wait for the anime, dude. Oh, I should probably go to my restreamer thing and make sure we are you know, not on the actual things that we're on. Guess what, bro? Guess what? What? What are you saying, bro? What are you saying, bro? Who is it? Joshy Boy 13 out. Oh, that's you, dude. What's up, Joshy Boshi? How you doing? How you been, man? I'm really excited that you came back. I thought you died. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you literally died. Real life. Is there like a maybe talk show? We'll do talk show. Let's do talk show. We'll call it Weeb Show. Fucking web show. Yeah, we're a web show now. We're a web show. Web show. We're a talk show. Oh, you're leaving me? Oh, okay, boy. Everyone leaving me. Everyone likes to leave me. I'm waiting for this thing to download, my dude. Chatting. Chat. Yeah, chatting. Boom. Okay. Now I feel like we won't get banned as quickly because we're on we're not on the things that will get us banned. So we're gonna wait for this thing to install. It's doing a very tiny, very slow download. So let us look at something maybe. I don't know. Oh my god, perfect. One second, let me watch again.
hamburger.
That's pretty good. That's a good one. That's my favorite one. That's a good one. Do you guys like hamburgers?
Hamburger.
Like, that's a pretty good hamburger. That was awful.
Someone tell me what this is.
That's a hamburger, you Dumbo. Do you know what a hamburger is, dude?
Number 15.
Hamburger.
I'll give that a giggle.
Hamburger.
This is getting worse and worse. It's literally getting worse and worse. There's a movie called Red Dawn where we kill a bunch of commies. You guys want to see us kill some Oh wait, this is a hamburger meme though.
Not to be racist or anything, but Asian people.
Hamburger.
That's so bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna. U.S. invasion of Japan, Operation Downfall, Call of Duty. Isn't this game free? Wasn't the new Call of Duty free or something? Somebody said the new Call of Duty's free. Call of Duty free. Which one's the free one? Oh, it's Warzone. Is Warzone good? Does anybody know? Has anybody played Warzone? Warzone. Let me know if it's fun. Fun. Play the singing kid one. What's the singing kid one? I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. What is the singing kid one? Why would you know what I think I know what you're oh wait, you mean the thing that I sent to you that has nothing to do with the hamburger meme but something else? Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me just find it in my multiple chat logs. I don't know where it is. Well, I don't know where I had it. It was in this one, maybe. I don't know where I posted it. I posted it somewhere. Why? I don't know where I posted this stupid shit. You think I had this stuff saved, dude? Where is it? That's Bernie Sanders. Oh, maybe I found it. I might have. No, I don't know where it is, dude. I'm sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about. I actually know what you're talking about, but I have no idea where I put it because why would I know where I put it? Wait, maybe I put it here? Nope. Didn't put it here. Maybe I put it here? Nope. Didn't put it here. Maybe I put it here? Nope. Alright, I don't know where it is, dude. If you have it, you can give it to me. Let's make a Fortnite burger. We're gonna here. I don't know like why. Burger song. It's like Burger Song or something. But this is not the one, it's the other one. I am a burger. I know how it goes, but I don't know what I did to find it. I am a burger. There, I found it. I found the hamburger song. You're welcome.
I am a sandwich.
Sandwich, fuck.
Who likes to be eaten so yum. I give you diabetes. I am a sandwich who likes to be eaten, who gives you diabetes. Oh yeah, I am a sandwich. Yum yum. Yum 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 yum.
You're welcome. This is what Ignis wanted. This is what Ignis wanted to send to you, from the Matty L show. Matty L, my favorite YouTuber. You might know him from his coronavirus awareness video.
Don't you do that to your mother.
Where he flips off his mom.
She's hitting me! She's hitting me!
So he hits his mother. Oh, here he also plays Rainbow Six Siege with the boys.
Niggas.
And they say the N-word apparently. Oh wow, man, this is what a great account. Yeah, you're like 12 years old, bro. You don't have any pubic hair on your face. You can't shave. Let's see. What's going on here? We're almost done with our download. It's only been forever. We gotta just do our thing, I don't know what I'm looking at. Let us look at our, I want to look up this game, Call of Duty Warzone, guys. Are you guys excited for Warzone? It's a Call of Duty game. Wow, this is a fucking Battle Royale game. This is a fucking Battle Royale game, isn't it? Oh my fucking god. This is a Battle Royale fucking game. Oh my fucking god. Let's watch the trailer. My birthday, I don't know, whatever, 2000, 111, oh, 2000. I'm old enough. I'm 2000. There you go. Gotta make. Whoa! You can cut people up with the helicopter. That's pretty cool. This is violent. Somebody's gonna just become a school shooter for playing this game, dude. Battle Royale. Oh, fuck me. No, please don't. We don't need more Battle Royale games. Oh, that's gonna fucking hurt. Wait, you can shoot a dog in this game? Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I want to play this game just to shoot a dog. That's awesome. Great. That's so cool. Oh, man. Tip of my tongue.
Стрела. Индейская стрела.
Я не знал, что индианцы...
Oh my god. This might be a great subreddit for me.
Конечно, дурак. Они исполнили отполированная WS-ка.
Ой, какой ты философ. Может быть, эти индейцы работали из пластика?
Идиот, это кост. Отполированная WS-ка. Должны быть еще.
Watch these commies. The commies are gonna get it.
Смотри.
Ось, еще одна.
What are you doing?
Стой! У нее есть оружие! Подожди! Стой! Стой! Черт тебя возьмет! Стой!
Oh no. Are they sandwiches? Oh no.
Стой!
Stop, dude. Oh no. That's gotta hurt, dude.
Волки, помоги! Юрий!
Grab him.
Ah. Ah. Oh, that bitch fucking dead, yo. Why would you stand there? Why don't you just shoot him? Dude, you got blood all over you, man. Why would the radio be in the back of the car, dude? Oh no, not Patrick Swayze. Don't dirty dance on us, dude. Oh, we're done downloading it. We did it, boys and or girls. Oh, you guys don't get to see this shot, do you? Oh, nuts. Isn't that crazy? Oh, we need a Windows XP and 1.6 gigahertz processor or better. I don't think we got enough stuff, dude. Alright, guys. So we're good. We finally gotten the game downloaded. I'm so excited because I'm a sandwich. Okay, we're just waiting for this thing to install. We're good. This game gives me like... This game's like 20 minutes of fun, at least. Guaranteed 20 minutes of fun, okay? Now, if you don't think it is 20 minutes of fun, dang, son. You dumb. You done, son. We got a message from somebody. Ooh, COVID. Wow. I am a sandwich. Is this going to take as long as the other way? Like, this is so ridiculous. We need some music in this thing. We need some music. We need some real music. Like, good music. Yeah, this is good music. Probably. Oh, doesn't matter. The freaking thing's up, ready. Okay, great, awesome, great. Okay, they're decompressing the file. Oh my, this may take up to 30 minutes. 30 minutes for sounds. Oh my god, it's just it is decompressing the sounds. Come on, game. Don't be so lame. You know you don't want to do it. We'll go back to the music. Let's go back to Music Town.
Desperado, say these been calling you. Desperado, say
10%. Oh, anime in the background. 1 second. Apologies. That wasn't my fault. That was your fault, probably. %. It's making you uncomfortable. Oh, I'm sorry, bruh. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, dude. What about if I played, Here you go. This is for you, dude.
Hey, your rat's escaping. It's red.
Hey,
No,
sir, your
it's
rat is
trained.
escaping.
No, it's back in. It's good. It's alright, we'll keep.
Oh, I just dropped all the food. Oh,
No!
damn.
What a jerk.
Yo, what the?
That's oh my goodness. Why pay for a gym membership? That's a good point. 1 second, let me get something to nibble on. You guys tell me what I missed.
Make some coffee. Nice, want some coffee? Nice, want some coffee? Hey, you guys want some coffee?
Oh no. Alright. Hey, you guys want some coffee?
Hey, does anybody want coffee? Who wants coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Does anybody want coffee?
Yeah.
Who wants coffee? Does anybody want coffee? Who wants coffee?
What the fuck is going on, man?
You want coffee?
Listen, you're fucking.
I just made coffee. Does anybody want coffee? Who wants? Buddy, do you want coffee? Do you want coffee? I just made coffee. Who wants coffee? Does anybody want coffee? Who wants coffee? Does anybody? made myself a cup of coffee. Does anybody want coffee? I'm having coffee.
A few minutes later.
60%. What was this guy, like 12? Wait, is this a ride share? Looks kind of funny, actually.
It's a big ass refrigerator. Send it!
Are they trying to bring this the refrigerator, like, deliver it on the subway? Oh my fucking god.
Ay, la creta, ay, la creta.
Are we sure any of these are from New York, though? Let's be honest. I don't see anybody saying, anyone want some coffee? No one said anything about having some coffee. Are we done? Yes. You guys ready for some coffee? You guys ready for some coffee? I got a message from somebody. 1 second. Hope they have some coffee. You guys want some Why is my game not starting? Did it not start? Is that a thing what it doesn't do? I will start it myself. We'll be personally starting this game. Guys want some coffee? It might take 60 seconds to load a game. Do I have some coffee, though? Why is my coffee? Okay, this game does not like being stretched, apparently. Okay, fine. You don't get stretched. I won't stretch you out, bro. You just stay right here, dude. Okay? Guys want some coffee? I'm gonna make some coffee. This takes too fucking long. I'll be back. 60 seconds. I can make instant coffee like 60 seconds myself.
Hey, it's Trip. Geez. It's been a long time since we got together. But, why don't you come over tonight? Grace and I, we'd love to see you. Yeah. So, just, stop by tonight, around 8 or so. It'll be great. So, see you then. I guess. Great.
You guys want some coffee? Ow.
Oh, you want some coffee? Our name. Oh, we gotta change your name. Type the first letter Oh my god. Oh, wait. Let's be male. Let's be Chris.
Chip, when are you going to get rid of this?
What, Grace? This?
You know how I feel
I know. I'll do it
Leave.
right now, all right?
You know, I've had to ask you about this several...
Go to door.
In just a minute.
Fine, Trip, fine.
Go.
Chris! Hey, I thought I heard someone out here. Great to see. Wow, it's really
Hey,
great to see. Yeah. Come on in.
Yeah.
Let me go get Grace.
Grace,
Your wife is hot. Come on, let me in. Wait, wait. Oh my god. It's okay. I got it. Perfect. Okay, you don't need the mouse.
just make me go and try to enjoy myself.
Maybe later. All right, you go back there.
Chris. Hi, how are you? Oh, God, it's been such a long
Nice hair.
time. Well, Chris. By the way, you look fabulous. Make yourself at
You
home.
look
Come on in.
amazing.
Oh, Chris, that's so nice of you to say.
You're so
Hey.
young.
Oh, well, we've missed you. Hey, I just realized something.
Hey, let me give her another hug.
Oh, you're hugging me.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
Uh...
What? Well...
I'm not...
Did you like
His-
that?
Isn't...
What?
This...
He just...
You're...
How about some coffee?
What we really need to do, we need to send a letter to
Coffee.
the
Right.
the kid who carried our bed
Coffee.
up here.
Explain that it won't happen again.
right, yeah.
Coffee!
Yeah.
Thirsty.
Well, we should drink. What can I get you?
Coffee!
Martini sound. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna make you a martini.
Coffee!
Chip's getting a little carried away. Maybe you just want some juice or a mineral water?
Water.
You know what? Chris, that's it. You need to leave.
No.
We invited you over, but this is just not working out.
Suck my ass.
We'll be fine. You should just go.
Let's go back inside. Let's try it again. Wow, I didn't know you could kiss people. I didn't play. I was obviously gonna replay it. I mean, please exit and relaunch. Are you joking? Oh, you fuckers! This game's amazing, but you have to restart it. It took fucking 60 seconds to start the fucking game. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. We're back.
Hey, it's Trip.
Oh wait, we're in.
Geez, it's been a long time since we got together.
Oh wow. Let's skip this. All right, we're back at. Okay, we're gonna play this one seriously. This is a real run. We're gonna speed run this one. Our goal is to either make them fall in love, one of them fall in love with us, or something. I don't know. Oh, we gotta turn subtitles on because some of you guys are defos. Let's make a new name. Let's call ourselves Fart. Oh wait, what was? Wait, what? Rachel. No, we can't do that. Do we have any other names here? Gonzola. What's the funniest name to write? Oh, that's Al. Let's see what we got here. What we got name for names? Let's a really funny name. Gonzola. Let's do that. Gonzola. I could be a Gonzola, I think.
Where are the new wine glasses?
What for?
That should be obvious.
Oh God, Trip, don't turn this into a big production, please.
Oh, he's here.
What? You told me to be an hour from now.
No, he's right on time.
God, Trip.
Gonzalo! Hi, it's so great to see you.
Sup, bro?
It's been a while. Well, come on in.
I love the place.
I'll go get Grace.
Grace, what are you hiding in the bedroom all night?
No, here we are. Gonzalo? Hi, how are you? Oh God, it's been such a long
beautiful.
time. Oh, and I have to say, you by the way, you look wonderful.
You smell good.
Make yourself at home. Come on in.
I'll close the door.
Nice look.
Gonzalo. Yeah. We've missed you.
Whoa, I just realized something.
I've missed you more.
What? Oh, well, thanks.
Well, that's a nice thing
Why
to say.
are you with
It's nice
this
to hear.
Zero? Get with this. Oh.
So, yeah, I just realized. Well, remember how you introduced us almost exactly 10 years ago tonight?
Almost exactly. How ironic. I don't.
Well, all I can say is tonight means a lot to me. And
means a lot. A lot for me too.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you again.
I love Grace.
Huh. I think I forgot how well you two get along. Oh, Gonzalo, what have I been waiting for?
Oh, I'll get it.
No. Our friend's here. We can let the answering machine get it. Okay. What? Jesus, just no. I just want to wait for the answering machine.
Who is it?
Grace, come on, don't be rude. Besides, it's probably some telemarketer trying to sell us another set of timeless New England antiques for the master bathroom.
Hey, you've reached the fabulous
okay.
home of Grace and Trip. Leave us a message.
No, I'm good. We're good.
Travis, are you
Everything's
there?
good.
Don't
It's your
cry.
mother. I haven't heard from you and Grace in a while.
Wait, you think
I'm just calling
Money
to find out
problems.
if you're settled in your new apartment, that's all.
depressed?
Give me a call if you're not traveling. I know you
You have
travel
nice
a lot
eyes.
these days.
You're quite the kidder
Okay,
tonight.
that's all. Bye, Travis.
Yeah.
Very nice lips.
Never
too.
afraid to say anything that pops into your mind.
That's true. Good night, bruh.
Anyhow, Trip's parents.
Oh,
They're
Trips.
sweet people,
No,
really down
they're
to earth.
ignorant. They wouldn't know a cummerbund from a cucumber.
Come.
Jeez, I'm not. You
This house, this apartment is lovely.
Gonzalo, you had me going there for a sec. You're not afraid to say anything.
We're good
right?
friends.
Put us on the spot. You're crazy, you know that?
I know. I know.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Yeah. Maybe
threesome.
you can give me your honest opinion.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't write spirit threesome right.
I want to ask you.
Sure.
I was hoping to
Sure.
get this.
Oh, well.
So I tried for a certain kind of style in this room, but it's just not happening. This isn't
No,
right.
I gotcha.
Oh, no. Gonzalo, it's fine.
Maybe. I get what you mean. What you mean, Grace.
Ah, thank you. I've been waiting for someone to say that.
But wait, what are you? Everything's fine.
Trip, he is just being honest about my decorating, which I really appreciate.
It's just decorating, for Christ's sake. Why are you turning this into
know
some
what?
big issue?
Gracie, I love you.
Oh.
Give me a
Wow,
Gonzalo?
Grace, you sure are getting your share of affection tonight.
What can I say? I'm a loving guy.
Flirting with me isn't exactly the way to get on my good side tonight.
Oh, Trip, take it easy. He's just joking around.
No. Threesome. Please?
He just... We need to, we've got to take a look at the,
Yeah.
What's for dinner, dude?
thingy.
It needs to be
Oh, yeah,
reconnected
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Are you okay? I mean, are you okay?
What? No, I'm fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Do you need a hug?
Listen to us. We're arguing.
Here. You feel better? Feel better? Feel beater?
Jesus. Look, I'm gonna leave you two alone to keep praising each other.
Where are you going?
No, don't let me interrupt. I'm just going to the kitchen.
Yeah. Well, he's grumpy.
Trip, if
Hunt?
if it's at all convenient,
Babe.
could you switch on the French souffle steamer for me?
Oh,
Just
the
set it to Le Pouf.
Le Pouf.
Would you do that
I
for
can't
me?
be fucking real.
You have
I
to do
do
it
that.
manually.
I do that
lost
for
the
you.
remote.
I do that for you, baby.
Yeah, sometimes I feel everything these days is just one damn miscommunication after another.
Yeah, men. Am I right, ladies? Am I right, ladies?
It's not like this kind of thing happens.
It does happen a lot.
You know, I don't know where he gets it, but
You
Trip
can
is
tell
so
me.
Grace!
Yes,
You're
Trip?
my Poof.
Grace!
Yes, what?
Grace, are you listening to
Yes,
me?
yes, what is it?
Can I grab her butt? Hug.
Gonzalo? What I just want tonight, if you can, is just to be my friend.
What was that?
What?
Where's
Never
this fucking
mind.
Weirdo.
I can't find the brie. Where did you hide
The
it?
controls are a little weird. You have to use your
Brie?
arrow keys.
We don't have any brie.
What? Grace, I specifically asked you to buy brie.
Oh my god, this
I'm
guy's a
sorry,
fucking
I
jerk.
forgot.
It's okay.
Jesus, do you just not... God, what have you two been talking about in here? Maybe I should have stayed in the kitchen.
Maybe.
No, Trip, no. Everything's fine. We didn't talk about anything.
I love your wife.
Oh my God. Gonzalo. Oh my God, I am so bad.
What?
I haven't gotten us drinks.
Wait!
Oh, it's good because
What?
you'll
They're
be
not
the
listening
first
to me.
Try my recently acquired set of imported drinking glasses.
Trip thinks he's at his classiest when he's on the serving end of a swizzle stick.
Why don't
don't
I
like drunks.
make us one of my... Wait, I want to make you one of my drink inventions.
It's a secret. Trip doesn't even like the taste of alcohol.
What? So, Gonzalo, how does that sound?
Okay, but make it a coffee.
You don't want my invention?
Gonzalo, Trip's getting a little carried away. Maybe you just want some juice or
Juice,
mineral
please.
water.
Juice, please.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna make this drink for us. Our friend is here. We're gonna enjoy ourselves.
Juice!
Let's do it.
Juice!
Everybody loves my drinks.
Juice!
You know that, don't you? Everybody.
Well, of course, Trip. After all, you got enough practice when you were a real bartender.
How do you know about that?
In college, you were
Juice.
a bartender. Oh, I know you were trying to keep it a big secret.
Can I have
but one time my
juice?
friends and I went slumming off campus
Oh
to
my
some
God.
crappy bar in the sticks, and we saw you there.
Oh, that's great. Ugh, you're driving me insane! Goddamn slumming it off campus. You hide things from me? You're so distant? You do! You hide things from me!
Hide this dick. Hide this.
Gonzalo?
Hide this juice.
Oh, yeah. Gonzalo? No, I'm not fixing you a drink right now.
You and your damn parents. Sometimes I feel like our whole marriage
Oh,
is just for
Jesus.
show.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, please don't take sides. It's going to do more harm than good.
It's okay. You're right.
All right. You know what?
Grace.
Gonzalo, I'm going to ask you something.
Trip.
Grace?
Okay.
Let me ask our guest a question.
Okay.
Gonzalo?
Yes.
Yes or no? When you're married, can you try to change the other person to be even better than you yourself are?
What?
What?
Is it okay to try to quote-unquote improve your spouse, even if you need that same improvement yourself? Yes?
Yes.
What? Oh, okay. Sure.
It's because you're
Grace,
a beta.
You think I'm some kind of shallow person,
don't even.
obsessed with money, that I don't love you. You think our marriage is all just a sham.
I love Grace.
Oh, yeah, good. Go away.
Give
I
me
don't
that.
want to look at you.
Give me the
Oh,
Oh,
God.
oh my God! We just kissed a little bit there. All right, let me just
Oh!
let us comfort you. Yeah, let me give you a little comfort.
No, wait, please.
What? Are you talking about
I'm
me
not
now?
talking to you.
It's okay. It's okay.
Gonzalo, we're not normally like this. I don't know what's going on.
He's jealous of my meaty mustache.
Gonzalo, from what you said before about helping your spouse, I think that shows us something about Trip.
Oh, so we're talking about me, are we?
What?
Grace, even though now you're a creative director at work, and even though you redecorate the apartment all the time, the truth
Well.
is, you're not an artist. I'm sorry, you're not.
Gonzalo.
She is an artist. She's a work of art.
Ah.
See, Gonzalo, all this time I just can't stop thinking that I should have been painting.
Why don't you
Yes,
just do it?
paint, Grace. Paint me.
Be a goddamn
like,
artist
paint
already.
me
What are you
naked.
afraid of, Grace?
Sex. Why is sex such a big deal?
What?
Why do people always talk about it so much when it just makes so many people
Oh.
unhappy?
What?
Sex. Sex is good though, right? Oh, I wrote thought, not though. Yeah, let me go give her. Let me comfort her again.
No, look, I'm just saying, sex seems like it's.
Shut up, bitch. I'm gonna comfort you. There you go. Hey.
Oh God, this is so frigging insane.
Oh, let me go make some phone calls, maybe.
One new
Why?
message.
Oh, you.
Travis,
anyone-
are you there? It's your mother. I haven't heard from you and Grace in a while.
Let's continue
I'm just
focusing on
calling
Grace.
to find out if you're
Gonzalo,
settled in your
it's
new
time that
apartment.
Trip
that's
finally
all.
Grace,
just admits
don't.
that our
No,
marriage
you don't
Call
need
if
to.
you're not
admits
traveling.
that our
I know you're
marriage is
traveling
not
a lot these
stop.
days.
Was that a
all
dildo?
this stuff.
Okay, that's
Having
all.
all this money
Bye,
makes us
Travis.
so happy.
Look at the dildo.
We're so happy, aren't we, Trip?
Jesus,
wait.
what do you want?
Oh
now
my
you're
God.
unhappy because we're too well off? Gonzalo, isn't that ridiculous?
No.
No, Gonzalo, thank you. That helps me. Trip, see, I don't want all
See?
this stuff.
Give it to me after you give me Grace. Grace. Oh, come on. Give it to me. Give me Grace. Grace.
Oh God.
Give me Grace. Give me a hug. Give me a hug,
Damn
babe.
it, Trip. You and my parents are
Hug.
always Oh, Gonzalo, thanks. But what we need right now is to just get all this out in the open.
Can I touch her butt? Nope. Maybe get
No,
closer.
let's focus on us, our relationship. Trip, you just pretend to like all this stuff.
Trip's a
Fancy
jerk.
cigars.
You know what? Gonzalo, that's it. You need to leave.
No! No! I was joking!
I'm sorry.
I was joking!
I don't know what the deal is with you tonight.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
We'll be fine. Just go.
You son of a fucking bitch! Well, I'm gonna kiss him. I got the kiss. I snuck a kiss before he got rid of me! Let's try this again. It's so dumb you have to, like, in order to see the full variation of the drama, is that I played many times. It's so kind of dumb you have to restart the game to play it fully. But it is what it is, I guess. It's pretty funny, though. I like the fact that I snuck a keys. I snuck the keys. All right, let's just go. Maybe we should try to sleep with. I mean, I think his girl's easy, yo. You know, she's like all about being like in charge, large and in charge. You know. Oh, this motherfucker. That motherfucker. Hey guys, we're playing Tarkov. We're playing Tarkov, guys.
Oh God!
Oh Lord!
No, we're not playing Tarkov, Bosco.
Are we playing Tarkov?
No,
dude?
time to switch games, guys.
We're playing
Terraria. Yeah.
Yeah, why whenever I want to play Tarkov? Oh, one second. My imaginary friend is calling me.
I believe.
Hey, it's Trip.
Oh yes, the classic hotel date folder.
Geez, it's been a long time since we got together.
Oh my God, Trip, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Trip. Skip it. Okay, we're back. We're back in the Trip. We're back to Trip. We're good. Oh, what should our name be this time? Oh, we need a new name. We should be a girl. Let's be Elizabeth. Well, obviously, we're gonna turn the subtitles on because I know you guys can't read. Bam. Okay, we're good. I mean, I need subtitles because you guys can't read. That makes pretty fucking good sense, right? You would think so.
Chip, when are you going to...
Just walk in and kiss his wife and start. Oh my God, you're right. You know, fuck.
Yes, you know.
Oh, she's here.
She's here. I'm a girl.
You said she's coming an hour from now.
No, she's right on time.
But I'm a girl this time. What if I kiss him? If I kiss him.
Elizabeth! Hey! God, it's been so long since we've seen you. Yeah, hi. Wow, it's really, really great to see you. Well, come on in.
I'm so clingy.
It'll be just a sec while
No,
I
I'm
go
going
get
with
Grace.
I'm going with you.
No, here we are.
Elizabeth.
Hi, how are you? Oh God, it's been such a long time.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I just asked her that.
Give me the hug,
I can
babe.
ask too.
I gave you a husband kiss. I give you a kiss too.
Oh yes.
Yeah, give me the hug.
By the way, you look fabulous. Make yourself at home.
You
Come
look
on in.
amazing.
Oh,
Elizabeth.
you've always got such nice things to say.
It's because I wanna fuck you.
Hey, Elizabeth. You,
Kidding.
Elizabeth. You had me going there for a sec.
There we go.
Never
Give me the
afraid
hug.
to push your luck. Mess with us.
Let's rub our nipples together.
You're crazy. You know that.
Let's keep rubbing together.
Anyway, what were we talking about? I'm gonna fix us some.
Oh, hey, you're hugging me. Oh, that's
nice, Grace. So, drinks. We should have something fun, like a cosmopolitan.
It's okay. Is this good?
You know what? Why don't I just open up a bottle of Merlot and make it easy? We don't need to fight over this. In terms of drinks, Grace?
As for my drink,
Huh. You two are really getting along well tonight.
So,
Jesus. Look, I'm gonna leave you two alone to keep praising each
where
other.
are you going?
No, no, no. Don't let me interrupt. I'm just going to the kitchen.
Oh wait, we should pick up the phone.
Wait,
Elizabeth.
where are you going?
Oh, you don't want me to leave?
I hope you don't interpret this somehow.
Oh.
I guess I've been feeling sort of
Drop the fucking thing!
squeezed lately between work and Trip
Oh,
and
okay, here you go.
Trip's attitudes and
Let's chill. Let's go. Let's go. Let's just go.
Grace!
No, you're not. We're not
Yes,
finished
Trip?
yet. Stop. Stop.
Grace!
Stop,
what?
Grace. Grace, don't get distracted. Focus on me.
Grace, are you listening
yes,
to me?
yes. What is it?
Am I not man enough for you?
Oh,
Elizabeth.
Yes.
what I just want tonight, if you can, is just to be my friend.
What about lover?
God, what the hell has been going on in here? Should I just go back to the kitchen?
Yes, go.
No, Trip. No, everything's fine.
Elizabeth, would you quit it with that already? You're acting like such a suck-up.
I'm gonna suck something up.
Wait, stay there for a sec.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe if I replaced it with,
Do you remember, Grace?
what?
How I proposed to you?
Oh
Here.
God, Trip.
Elizabeth, I'll show you. It was at Grace's parents' house.
Trip,
Christmas.
what are you doing?
Senior year of college.
Is Trip?
I
is-
got on one
is
knee
Trip,
in front of
Trip
everybody.
Stop it, Trip.
secretly
I pulled out a diamond
a
ring.
gay
Trip.
boy?
And I said, Grace, will you marry me? Is that romantic or what?
No. Listen, Grace. Listen, Grace. Listen, Grace. We're not finished yet. Grace. Grace, stop coughing. It gets really uncomfortable. I want to see if she gets pissed off at me hugging her constantly. And also, this is kind of like really, if I were to loop this or something, it's just somebody could be somebody's jerk off session, I'm sure. Okay, okay, I came. She smiles.
Trip, you see, your fetish for all things European is making our friend very uncomfortable.
God damn it, Grace, this was supposed to be our second honeymoon.
Trip sucks.
What?
Oh, did I upset you?
You...
She is.
Why is...
Trip is mean.
Why?
Trip is mean.
Her.
The thing is, we've really got to...
Trip.
We need to send a
Make-
letter
make
to
dinner.
the
Yeah,
real
yeah.
estate agent.
Get us food, you idiot.
Make sure
dork.
they don't make that mistake again.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna eat your wife out. Get the food. All right, here comes a kiss. Okay. Do you not like it? Want another one? What about this? What about this? We okay. Let me we go do like little. Oh no. Wait, what? No, wait, what? No, what? What? Not? Are you joking? No! Oh my God! Interactivestory.net. Let's see if they have an update for this. Interactivestory.net. It's kind of annoying though. I'm not gonna lie. We were so close. We're doing the things, man. We're doing the things. Like we're so close, man. Man. Yeah, it was a thing. Let's try this one, bro. You were so cringe. You broke the AI. I think so. That's probably true. Grace may respond favorably at the statement, "I love your decorations," while in other contexts you may believe you are being condescending. Okay.
Hey, it's Trip. Geez. It's been a long time since we got together.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
But,
shut up!
Grace and I thought
Shut up!
it'd be, great if you came over tonight.
Oh my god.
Really, it'd be great.
God, shut up. I hate this guy. He's such an
so-
omega cuck.
So good. I mean, you could just come by around 8 or something.
He's such an
That'd be really good.
He's such an omega cock.
Can't wait to see you.
Kill, shut the fuck up, you fucking dude. Alright, this is... they need to make another game like this. This game's kind of cool. I like the idea, like, you can do... It uses text and interprets it. Like, it's really jank, but I like it. You know what I mean? I really like it. It's kind of fun, you know? What should our new name be? Hunter, what's your real name again? Oh my god, there it is. I think I saw it. Oh, it's Heather. What would be a funny name to hear him say? Jesper. Let's make him call me Jesper. Okay. So can you not make love with one of them? All right. My goal is here. My goal here is we're gonna kiss this guy immediately. We're just gonna keep kissing this guy, and I feel like for some reason, us kissing them as a female didn't do anything because. Oh, did I leave? Wait. Wait. Did I leave? Oh no. Did I? Oh, are you joking? Are you fucking me in the ass here? Oh, I'm sorry. I actually broke the game. My bad. Congratulations. You received 100 messages today, Greg. Your name's Greg. Nah, dude. Your name's Jesper. There's another game called the Galata. It's like an open dialogue game. We could play this one. This was I kind of like open dialogue games. Yeah, I like that kind of shit. That's kind of cool. Greg. All right, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Do 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 do. Ba-da-ba. A boo doo 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 boo. I have 161 videos on my YouTube. Whoa! Why don't you just hit back the menu? You can't hit the back menu and hit and instead of hit exit. You can't. You have to go. Well, I mean, I could hit back to menu. There's no menu, dude. The game makes you have to. Oh, hi, Ignis. Okay, let's go with oh wait, Gonzalo. Generva. That's gotta be a female name, right? We gotta assume that's a female name.
What, Grace? This?
Yes, you know how I
Open the door.
What? You said she's coming an hour from now.
No, she's supposed to be here now.
Trip.
Hello.
Ginevra! Ah, I'm so happy you could make. Oh, the European greeting.
Yeah.
I love it. Now we just got back from Italy where they do that all the time.
Yeah, we're gonna do it right now.
Come on in.
I don't know.
Let me go get Grace.
Grace, we have a guest. No, here we are.
I kissed her. I kissed your wife. You feel good.
Ginevra. Hi. How? Oh yes.
You like it. You like it. Give me a kiss.
Mwah.
Oh my God! I got the kiss back.
How sweet.
Let's do another one.
Well, come on in. Make yourself at home.
Okay.
Oops. I need to go close the door. Ginevra, let me get you a drink.
I mean,
Oh, I'll get it.
No,
Grace?
Ginevra.
Grace, hello?
No, please don't do that.
hello.
Who is this, Grace? Is that you?
Ugh, it's my dad. I can hear his voice.
Oh.
Excuse me, I must
Okay,
have the
he's
wrong
being
number.
annoying as usual. Just hang it up.
Okay, I grabbed your phone. Hope that.
Oh, I
No,
wanted
no,
to say
Chip,
hello.
we're entertaining a friend in our new apartment. The last thing I want to do is talk to my
No
parents.
new messages.
Well, Grace's parents.
I like I could
they're
just go
something
through.
else.
I can go
Really
through this
classy
shit.
Ugh,
people.
no, they're impossible. They expect me to drive up to the house in Connecticut to attend all their stupid socialite charity benefits and parties. It's
Oh,
so
this game's
tiresome.
amazing. Okay, we'll.
Well, it didn't take long for you two to bond or whatever.
Hey.
You like it?
Oh, that was
Okay, let's get some wine, dude.
Why is
That shouldn't. You should just.
The wine.
I'm not. You're. Her.
It's really time that we've got to remind the
Oh, I guess
All right, yeah.
tax attorney.
I want to say something stupid. Where's the casserole in here?
Oh. Ginevra, are you leaving the room?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
can't remember what we were talking about.
I gotta pee.
Ginevra, let me get you a drink. Oh, and I've got these fancy new cocktail shakers.
How does a
itching to
martini
try out.
sound?
Everybody tells me I fix the best drink, so I'm sure you're gonna love this.
Trip, let's not go crazy with the drinks, okay?
Martini, please.
Great, martini it is.
No,
With
Ginevra.
juice.
How about something simple, like a nice glass of Chardonnay? Okay, Trip, you heard her.
All right.
Chardonnay.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
Grace, I don't want to drink alone. What do you say? Join me in a nice cocktail.
Cock.
I don't feel like drinking tonight. I just.
Oops.
Well, I know what you want, Grace.
Grace is my girl. Grace is my girl.
No. Wait.
Trip-
What's wrong, Grace?
Trip is
Listen
my
to us.
lover.
We're arguing in front.
Here you are, Grace. Your drink is ready.
Thank you.
Ginevra, flirting with me will only make it harder to let you leave tonight.
Trip, don't get too excited. She's just being.
I'm just being friendly. I'm just
okay.
being.
Ginevra,
Yeah.
I think this evening is over.
No!
You've
No!
got-
I just did this so many times! I want to
There's
stay!
only so much you can expect to put up with, you know?
Suck my dick.
You'll be fine. You just have to go.
Alright, we're trying this one more time. I just want to play this game. I want to get some dinner out of this game. This game is kind of racist when you think about it. What a prude. There's like a thing called racist music. Racism is bad. Racism is bad. There we go.
What's up, YouTube? I'm Joshua Dufferina. This is a veil for my buddy Robert Stewart.
I don't see back to menu anywhere, dude.
He told me that Sarah does not like black people, and also she's being racist, which being racist is bad, and that she doesn't want to date black people. Racism is bad, and Sarah could be in trouble for being a lesbian, because being a lesbian, from my understanding, that's illegal.
Wow. been a long
Robert
time.
Stewart needs help
But
learning to have
why don't you come over tonight?
him be with his
Grace and
girlfriend
I?
Cheyenne.
What the fuck? We'd love
And
to see you.
also, I think Sarah should say sorry
How about
for
8 o'clock or something?
Who's this fucking guy?
That'd be really nice.
What's up, YouTube? I'm Joshua.
So,
144 subscribers.
See you then.
Dude,
I
this
guess.
guy's
Great.
he's the next Philip DeFranco, dude. Racism is bad. This guy knows. This guy knows what's up. He knows where. Oh my god, how many freaking things he do? Oh my god, he makes like a video like every hour. Oh my fucking god, he makes a video every hour. Every hour he makes a video. How many videos does he have? 758 videos. I mean, oh my goodness. And he gets like, oh my god, his daily views is retarded. Oh my god. That's insane. Oh, we need to make a name. What's this guy's name? Joshua. Let's see if there's a Joshua in this game. Let's see if there's a Joshua. Is there a Joshua? Josh, that's close enough. He's a Chad. We gotta play with Joshua. Okay. Alright. But how is somebody, I mean, obviously he has autism or something, but Jesus Christ. Let's look at his top watched video.
When are you going to get rid of this? What, Grace? This?
Yes, you know.
Okay.
I know. I'll do it right now.
I just found my secret channel.
I've had to ask you again.
Oh my god.
I'll get rid of it in
What
just
is up, YouTube? I'm Joshua Dufferina. So anyways, I'm gonna tell you people that I'll be appearing on Kid Behind a Camera channel
Josh!
in
Hey,
June
I thought I heard someone out
2024.
here. God, it's been so long since we've seen you.
So I'll be living
How you
in
doing, man?
Portland, Texas next year of June through May 2024. Okay? And I want you people understanding that, you know?
Well, let's not talk out here.
Wow, this guy's
Come on
amazing.
in.
Alright, let's go. Wait.
Let me go get Grace.
Wait. Let's go in, guys. Let's go. We're gonna answer the phone again. Remember when they call, you answer the phone.
No, here we are.
Let's give her a hug.
Josh. Hi, how are
How are you?
Oh, it's so nice to see you.
I missed
By
you.
the way, you look
Your
fabulous.
art is awesome.
Well, come on in. Oh, Josh,
Your
you've
hair
always
is
got
great.
such nice things. Josh, that's an interesting way
Nice
to say
outfit.
hello. You're such a kidder.
Eyes are lovely.
Yeah, I'm hoping you can help me understand where I went wrong with my new decorating.
Yeah, no problem, dude. I'm an artiste.
Oh, Grace, let's not do that.
Dude, all you gotta do is make a video every hour, and you can probably take off, dude.
With this room, I was trying for a kind of postmodern style.
Right.
Yeah, I think
agree.
that it comes across.
But it is clearly just not happening. This is a mess.
It is a mess.
Ah, yes, I've been waiting for someone to say that.
What are you talking about?
Trip, he is just being honest about my decorating, which
I
I
know.
appreciate.
But I still think this looks fine. Huh. I think I forgot how well you two get along. Josh.
Trip,
I'm being a bad
are-
host.
are you
need a
dating
drink.
anyone?
It's great because... Well, it's nice you could be here tonight on our dating anniversary.
Oh.
So, drinks. How about a martini?
Juice.
Oh, but we should enjoy ourselves tonight.
Okay.
Trip, try to realize we don't all share
Pepsi.
your infatuation with mixed drinks. Josh, you'd prefer juice, right? Good, okay.
Juice. Juice.
Oh,
Juice.
yeah. You know, I think I should fix you a real drink in not too long. Anyway,
Okay.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. Grace, maybe at least you'll drink with me? I'll make us something real nice, light on the alcohol. What do you say?
I'm happy just to have what our guest is having.
Great.
I'm happy to, Grace.
Yeah. No, wait. What's wrong, Grace?
Trip, have you noticed we're fighting in front of our friend?
Grace,
It's
come on,
okay.
that kind of statement is not helpful.
Trip, there's nothing wrong
We're
with
not
disagreeing in front
It's
of our friend.
it's okay.
Disagreeing.
It's okay, Grace. It's fine. I'm used
All
to
right,
it.
Grace, yours is ready.
Thanks. Josh, you and I are getting along
Josh.
so well tonight.
It,
Stay there for a moment.
it
I
must
want
be-
your opinion.
it must be love.
Stay there.
Okay, I'm staying there. Okay. I'm
Here's yours.
It's good. Maybe if I replaced it with
Do you remember, Grace,
what?
how I proposed to you?
Oh
Here.
God, Trip.
Josh, I'll show you. It was at Grace's parents' house.
Oh my God, is he sucking my
Chris,
dick?
what are you doing?
Senior
Oh my
year.
God, Chris,
I
what are you
got on
doing?
one knee
Chris,
in
oh my
front
God.
Stop it, Trip.
Oh my God.
Pulled out a
Oh my
diamond
God,
ring.
Chris.
Trip.
Chris.
And I said, Grace,
No,
will
Trip,
you
stop.
marry me?
No, Trip, stop. Oh God. Oh God, Trip.
Is that
Oh
romantic
God.
or what?
That was pretty romantic, bro.
Josh, yes? Very romantic?
No.
Thank you.
What?
See, Trip, not everyone thinks being proposed to like that is so romantic. I don't know where you get your ideas.
Josh.
Probably
Grace, come
from
on. What could be more
Playboy.
romantic than that?
Josh.
Grace?
Josh,
Josh.
I'm sorry, you didn't need to see that. Trip, you're being a real bore tonight. Let's just forget about it, okay?
Here. Yeah, I need more. I need more.
Josh.
Can I have some more? Oh, oh no, that was a mistake.
Well.
Sorry, misclicked. Sorry, I was trying to get some more drinks.
Josh.
Josh.
You're out of control, man. Mess with us.
It must have.
You're crazy.
Did you drug my juice?
Anyway,
Did you drug my juice?
Ugh, you are impossible. Every woman's dream. Trip, you think you are so romantic, but no, you're trying to
This is
manipulate me.
My dream girl. Look at those. But look at her. Look at her pear-shaped butt. That's a really nice butt.
saying?
Goddamn criticisms.
Well,
You're
yeah, but
never
it's a nice butt.
satisfied with anything.
Oh
You're
my
never happy.
God.
Never ever satisfied with anything.
I'd satisfy you.
Romance. God damn. Josh,
Oh,
are you trying to say
Jesus.
we've got problems, or I've got problems? That this is all my fault from the start? Is that what you think?
It's Trip's fault.
Okay, you know what? Josh, I need to ask you something.
Okay.
Grace.
Trip,
Josh.
let me ask our guest a question.
She's a nice butt.
Josh?
Josh.
Yes or no? When you get married, you're supposed to forgive and forget everything bad that happened before that, right?
Yes.
What?
I mean, no.
Okay. Fine. The truth is, Trip, I should never have said yes so fast to marrying you. You totally manipulated me. God damn it.
Yeah, go on. Get out of my face. Can't friggin' take this. God damn it. Grace. No, don't.
you okay?
Come on.
What? I can't hear you.
I was
Are you
not talking to you.
me?
Josh. This is...
Josh. Trip is sometimes so...
Where'd she
Oh,
go?
we're talking about me again.
Where'd she
huh?
go?
What? Trip, it's your fault.
God damn, they keep
10
running
years
away.
ago.
Josh. Where are you going? Don't hide in the kitchen. We need you out here.
Oh God.
Look, let's not focus on just me or you. Let's talk about us both.
I get so upset when I think about it. God, I regret
Let's
it
talk
so
about-
much.
Let's talk about me.
What? Ah.
Josh, you're saying I'm not communicative? No,
No.
that's just wrong. I'm
I'm
the
not
one
s-
here who is
I'm
able
not
to
saying that.
actually say things.
No, I'm not saying that.
Look, let's not focus on just me or you. Let's talk about us
Grace, you're
both.
perfect.
What makes me the most angry, Trip, is what you took away from me.
Was this her
What?
virginity?
I
Oh.
wasted 10 years
Oh.
in this marriage, making advertisements
Oh
and
my goodness.
redecorating our apartment.
Bitch.
Ah.
That's okay.
Josh.
Josh. Josh. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna comfort her again.
Oh, Josh, thanks. But what we need right now is to just get all this out in the
Okay,
open.
take your top off. Get them
Let's
out in the
talk some
open.
more about Grace.
You know, anytime we talk about the past, especially college, I get this sharp pain in my stomach.
It's because you got stabbed, bro. It fucking
Jesus,
hurts.
Grace.
Grace.
Josh.
Josh. Josh. Anybody got some coffee?
Let's keep talking about Grace.
Josh, it's time that Trip finally
Grace,
just admits
don't.
that our
No,
marriage
you don't need to.
admits that our marriage
Stop
is
it.
not.
Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it. They're just sitting here. I'm just gonna wait for them to give me a good
Oh, God. You know, Trip, whenever I really try to talk honestly about things, you
Who
don't
invites
wanna
their
hear
friend
it.
over for
What?
dinner and just starts bitching about
Josh,
stuff?
I think I'm the only one who is trying to be the most honest here.
Yeah, whatever, babe.
Oh,
You are, Grace.
look, you're doing it again. You're putting this all on me.
It's Trip's fault.
Ah,
Josh, you think this is all my fault, don't you?
Yes.
Yes? Holy shit! You think I'm to blame? I'm to
Yes.
blame for. Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
No, leave me alone for a second, all right?
Yes.
Look, let's talk about us both, not just one of us.
No.
Now, Josh, I know, deep down, Grace and I...
Trip.
Trip. Divorce. 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 Divorce.
Josh.
Josh.
I mean, I just think back to that Christmas Eve I proposed to her.
God. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the girl again. Here, let me comfort you real quick. Here's a comfort.
Jesus. Josh, quit it with that stuff.
Oh my God. Are you jealous?
Ah.
Josh, you're saying I'm angry? You know, Trip, it's so annoying when you reminisce about the early days.
What?
It was not a happy time, Trip.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What? Oh.
What? Trip, how tall are you? Are you?
How?
Grace, I know you're angry, but come on. Don't... Let's talk some more about Grace. Josh, look around this apartment. It's got everything anyone would ever want. But Grace? Oh no, she's never satisfied.
Trip,
Ugh.
I'm so sick of this.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, we've got everything.
What's
Trip,
for dinner?
You just don't. Ugh.
What's for dinner?
Josh, give me some advice here. Grace,
Trip.
I don't think you really want us to quit our jobs, lead a simpler
Trip,
lifestyle.
do what
Trip,
great.
You know what
Trip,
Oh,
be
come
better.
on. You grew...
Ah.
Josh, you saying I'm not a loving person?
Yes.
No. Grace, you know I've never wanted anyone but you.
No, she wants me.
No.
Josh.
No, no.
I mean, he wants me.
Josh.
Josh.
I mean, no.
You want me? Oh my God. Josh.
Well, this is the first time you've actually come out and said that, Trip.
Oh God. What a
Okay, I've had enough of this bullshit.
Okay.
Josh,
Josh.
I know what you're hinting at, okay? About
Divorce.
me.
Divorce. Divorce.
Do you two want the truth? Huh?
Trip. Are you abusive?
Josh, do you want... No. Josh.
Josh.
Just yes or no. Do you want the truth?
Yeah. Sure, why not?
Grace?
Yes.
See? Josh. I've been
Josh.
paying attention to what you've been saying tonight. You've been really pushing me tonight.
Good, you fucking pussy.
It makes me wonder if you're really my friend or not.
Trip?
I'm
Josh,
Grace's.
come on. Yes or no?
No.
Do you really think that kissing me, flirting with Grace, not defending me when I asked you if I was to blame, saying that Grace is not communicative, saying that Grace is angry, and
She's
worst
angry.
of all, telling me I'm to blame? And what you said about being in sync with each other in marriage, that all that is supposed to help me understand something about myself? Is what you've said tonight supposed to add up somehow to something?
Yeah.
Is it? I just want a yes or no.
Yes.
Right.
Divorce. Divorce.
All
Divorce.
right. Look. Josh. Everything's fine. We're not. We're fine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What's for dinner?
if you need to go, you know, that's fine. And no, you don't have to be nice anymore. We're fine.
I love Grace.
You know, Josh, we're fine. Nothing's changed. We'll see you out. No more need to be nice, okay?
It's okay. I'll stay.
It was nice to see you.
Come on, Josh. There's nothing else to say tonight.
Burger?
It's nice you came over, but it's time to say goodnight.
Okay. Give me a kiss. She likes when I kiss her, don't you? Here's a hug. You like it. Look at that face.
Look, we'll see you later, or whatever.
Well, I ain't leaving, boy. Not with that fucking sweet ass. Listen, baby. Come on, give me a kiss. Yeah.
Josh, please.
Yeah, please. I know you want me to please you. I got you. Give me a hug. Here you go. Give me the hug. Yeah, she likes it. Look at that smile. She's like, bitch, you know what? You give me. Come on.
Josh.
Just
go home.
No,
Okay.
No, not happening. I gotta give your girl a hug from behind. She fucking loves it. Yeah, look at that. All right, now give me a kiss. Oh yeah, I'm gonna come for you a bit.
Okay, Josh. You know what?
give me a
I
kiss.
think you should leave.
No, fuck off. You can't make me leave. Oh no, I did something. Oh no, I can't say.
There's only so much you can expect to put up with, you know?
Oh, fuck you, you fucking Trip.
You'll be fine.
Fuck
You
you,
can just
Trip.
go.
Fuck you, Trip. All right, that's it. That was the end of Trip's journey. What do we do next? You think? We got. My game what's going on? I'm like getting like things, messages and stuff. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Oh my goodness, I don't even think about it. But do I have any hard drive space left? Mr. Steal Your Girl. Oh, we do. We do have some hard drive space left. Wow, isn't that crazy how that works? Yeah, that's a thing. Where the fuck's it going? Oh no, is this gonna be output on my other disk hard drive thing? Oh my god. Okay, what are we doing next? Who got some ideas? We got 10 seconds before I end the stream. If anybody have an idea, give me an idea now. Hurry up. 10, 9, 8. People would love it. Would have loved this a year and a half ago. Listen. I love it now. I love it now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. What? 2. Anybody got any proposals? 2, 1, 0. Nothing. Nothing's left. Good night. Good night. Good luck. Eat my butt.